Hey, it's Terry Gorry, and this is the Irish Law and Small Business podcast. Sad story there this morning in the Irish Times is about brothers involved in litigation. They are now in the 10th year of a legal battle with each other over a field in County Clare. My name is Terry Gorry. I'm a solicitor and I make videos about Irish law, business, entrepreneurship, that sort of thing. The battle between the two brothers over the ownership of a 4.5 acre field in County Clare has gone on 10 years. There was a Court of Appeal decision yesterday restraining one sibling, Joseph, from pursuing further litigation in 4 different courts unless he gets permission to do so. The litigation has been in the High Court previously, has been in the Circuit Court, has been in the Supreme Court. Basically, there was a dispute about land that was transferred by parents via deed or by way of a deed, and the parents reserved the right to reside in the property. But after the death of the last surviving parent, Anne Slattery, Thomas was registered as full owner of the disputed land, and he opposed his brother's trespass claim. Joseph counterclaimed that he was the owner, the legal owner of the lands. The Circuit Court found in favour of Thomas, restrained Joseph. Joseph lost appeals against that decision to the High Court and the Court of Appeal. Joseph then took further Circuit Court proceedings seeking rectification of the title, and Joseph took fresh High Court proceedings seeking orders that he was the rightful owner of the land. Thomas got those struck out on the basis that the ownership issue had already been decided and got what is known as an Isaac Wonder Order. An Isaac Wonder Order is an order from a court preventing or restraining a person from bringing any more legal proceedings without the permission or consent of a court. The Court of Appeal upheld those orders in 2019 on appeal. The Supreme Court refused to hear a further appeal by Joseph, observing that a line now needed to be drawn within the litigation. That was in 2019, and that's 3 years ago, obviously. In March 2020, Joseph sought to raise further issues before the High Court, and the High Court refused the order sought. Joseph, then representing himself, appealed to the Court of Appeal, making various claims that he'd been denied due process, natural justice and so on. The High Court had in 2016, 6 years ago, observed that the amount of legal costs incurred over the field is extraordinary when the value of the land is taken into account. The Court of Appeal basically issued or confirmed the Isaac Wonder Order, restraining Joseph from bringing further proceedings in the Circuit Court, the High Court, the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court against his brother and specified state parties unless he had received leave from the court to do so. Basically, the Court of Appeal, in dismissing all grounds of appeal, said that the matter must come to an end and consideration must be afforded to the rights of Thomas, who has said he is elderly and in poor health, as well as those of Joseph, the Court of Appeal held. This is the 10th year of the legal battle. The field is 4.5 acres near the Hinch, apparently in County Clare. It is, I don't know the value of the field, but you can imagine yourself the value if it's agricultural land, and I presume that it is. 4.5 acres of agricultural land in County Clare has a certain value, but that value has been greatly exceeded by the legal costs incurred in this 10-year battle, which is clearly absurd. Sad situation though, and I see this quite regularly, not this type of thing, a dispute over a field or dispute over land, but I see people quite regularly who become obsessed and obsessive about particular issues, either in the workplace or out of the workplace, perhaps grievances, perhaps a disciplinary procedure that's gone against them, perhaps a bullying complaint that's gone against them. I've seen all sorts of obsessive behaviour. It's very, very sad because unfortunately the person in question is unable or unwilling to put the thing behind them and just get on with life. This case here, 10 years of a legal battle over a field of 4.5 acres. Anyway, I hope you find this video interesting. If you do, I'd appreciate if you give the thumbs up down below. And you may be interested in subscribing to my YouTube channel. As I say, I make videos about Irish law, business, entrepreneurship and all that sort of stuff. Thanks a lot.